Hello, everybody out there. Back at you guys with another banger. You know what to do. Y'all see the title. I'm gonna talk to a little bit today about promotions, getting people's record label off the ground. I never could rap. I didn't have it like that, so I used to do a little bit of promotions. This is a true story. It was three of us. We put a team together. It was called Bridgeside Promotions. It was three of us. What we did is we went old school with it. It was very entertaining. It was very good. We took a paper, we made a map on all the little states we gonna hit to get people's record label off the ground, and we put a bridge on it. It was real nice. One day we get a phone call for this guy named Mr. Hookup or Internet or something. He was out of San Francisco. He was doing big promotions as well. I mean, excuse me. And he couldn't take the job because he had too much going. So he called us. He hooked us up with these cats from New Orleans, young dudes at the time. It was real young. And we calling back and forth. They calling us on the phone. They trying to figure out how many coming, what's your name. They finna buy our tickets. They finna send for us to, we on our way to New Orleans, talk with these guys and get this money. He gonna give us 30 bands to do the commotion, hit certain states, three of us. So we're gonna have 10 apiece. Cool. Plus, he's gonna get a SUV for us to do the promotion. And he told us we could have the car. We ain't tripping. So we on the arrow. I know y'all gonna laugh about this. I call it the aeroplane. So yeah. Shouts out to Mac Dre. That's what he used to always say. So we get on the aeroplane. We get on the aeroplane. You know what I mean? We get out there. We fly to New Orleans. He called us in the airport. Man, what y'all? He said, I'm in a white Lexus truck with hella beat. I said, okay, cool. He pulled up, he got the curly little afro. So he come in there. That's what we want to do. We inside the airport, so we get our bags, get inside the car. You know, we black. We get off the plane. We got to go see that buffet about something. He started laughing. He was like, yeah, I figured that. So we go to the buffet and we sitting up eating. Everything is beautiful. He like our little paperwork. He seen all the people, and then the people that we work with, we had their name and number down. They still irrelevant. He can call a number and see we did work from. We got experience. We know what we're doing. That's what we wanted to see. So I'm talking to him. Like I said, I'm a good talker. He ready to give us 30,000 right there. But he had a guy from the radio station come in. He helps him out a lot. He's like, "Man, hold up, man. You don't even know these dudes. They could just take your money and go." He said, "Nah, I'm feeling these dudes, man. I don't think they're gonna do that. Especially by the guy who hooked him up with me. He wouldn't do me like that." So he held off on that, which is cool. He got us a room and we ate, did what we want to do. We got a room. So he taking us to different strip clubs and parties and stuff. Out there in New Orleans, it's a little different. It's real gritty. And everybody out there carrying a gun. I knew these guys wasn't selling drugs, but I knew they was in something illegal. I'm very street smart. I couldn't put a finger on what they was doing, but they was doing something legal, and it was big. It was real big. It wasn't no game what they was doing. I don't know what they was doing, but whatever it was on a big scale. Excuse me. So going to different club promotions, eat what we want to eat. We doing our thing. He introduced us to a group. He said a couple days from now we got Baby and Lil Wayne coming in. They wasn't as big as they is now. They was big. They had just signed their first contract or something. And he paid them like what 20 or 30,000 to come in and do a song. But one thing I don't like about that, we all in the studio. They came in here and did a rush drive, got the money and walked out. I said, look, man, when you're doing work with people like that, you want them to conversate and talk with your father. Don't just let them just come in and do some work and get up out. It's like they robbing you. They could have did better than that on the verse. He said, yeah, you're right. So the next time they come in, I want to talk with these guys. You might want to take pictures, anything. Don't just let them come get your money and leave like you nobody. He said, yeah, you're right. So he was trying to look for raw talent one day. He was flashing a bunch of money inside the studio. And he had walk-ins. And he told me to be the judge. He said, Jay, you be the judge. Well, who you think I could rock with? Go with. All them guys was whack except for one. This one dude got in the microphone, man. He was butter. He was letting them have it. I said, man, that's the one right there. But the only thing about this dude, he kept getting in trouble and going to jail too much. I said, the only thing was wrong with him, that's a risk, because you put your bread in him, he's in the street too much. He stay in the jailhouse. He gotta change his life. He want to get. Yeah, he said, yeah, you're right. He ended up going to jail again. His girlfriend sold everything in the house and the cars and got him out of jail. But he came back to the studio, but he was too much in the street. I said, nah, Ray, I ain't trying to. You really can't go with him because he's still out there. You go, it's not gonna be good. He said, yeah, you're right. So he was the car. Matter of fact, the car lot was calling Ray. He had ordered a Mercedes Benz. He had the money in the bank. This fool went on the computer and printed up a nice check and asked me how it looked. I said, man, it looked real good. So he took that check to the car lot with all the stuff on it. But he did have the money in the bank though to cover it. There wasn't no joke about that. So he buy the Mercedes Benz. He in a Lexus truck. He tell me to get in the Benz, a CLK fresh from the lot. He said, man, I want you to drive it fast on the freeway to blow it out. Don't worry about the ticket, none of that. I got you. I want to see what he could do. So I smashed it. Yeah, we doing our thing. We got to one of his condos. His girlfriend went out. She see the Benz. She said, hell, baby, you bought me a Mercedes Benz. He said, is you crazy? This is a Mercedes Benz. They arguing and fight right there. I'm thinking, oh my God. He told her you don't deserve no kind of car like this, and they going on, but that's their business. So I just stay back and watch nature take its course. So it was okay. We out there, we doing our little music. He's linking in with people. We going to clubs. Everything's gravy. We've been out here for about a week at the time, maybe a week or 10 days. I'm ready to get this promotion done and get this bag now. So I guess 2 or 3 days before we was about to start the promotion, he went out and he bought I think it was white expedition, brand new. He bought the truck. We gonna do the promotion here. We got all the states we gonna hit. Mind you, we got a map and we got them all colored. The ones we gonna hit. We on our way to get on the road. And I'm riding with Ray, and his phone go off, and he looking like a little kid. Guess who's on the phone? It's the damn feds. The feds call his phone. They said, Ray, we know who you are. We know what you're doing. We know houses you got. We know the cars you drive. We know where your parents stay. You could either turn yourself in or we're going to come get you. So he looked at me. He was only 20. I looked at him. He looked at me. He said, Jay, what should I do? He turned into a little kid all of a sudden. He said, man, I said, ain't too much you can do. You're going to jail whether you run or not. But we need to go back. We need to go grab my niggas at the motel because I told him we was on our way and we finna get to the airport. We can't get caught up in your mess. We ain't got Fed money like that. We got to get up out of here. I don't want them to link me up with you. He said, yeah, you're right. So he smashed us to the airport and we out. We gone. That was it was a hell of an experience. We did a lot of work for a lot of people. I met a lot of different people and it wasn't all bad. It was cool. They was giving us money. But dealing with the music business is just like the dope game. It's kind of in a different form, but it's basically the same way. And right now, today, it's even worse now. Because when I was doing promotions, it wasn't much as killings like it is now. A nigga knock you down like you ain't shit. But it's really, really bad now than what it used to be. Excuse me a second. Yeah. And see, I'm from the hood. See, I wish I could have. I wish I could have did some promotions for Mac Dre and all them cats. That whole movement. But I was having so much money in the other way. I wasn't even tripping on them. I had my own lane, had my own money. I wasn't tripping on promotions then. I was younger too. I was really out there. I wasn't laid back, you know what I mean, and settled like I am now, with the right mindset. But Mac Dre used to come by on my street, which is Griffin Street, and give me tickets and stuff and passes every now and then to come to the show. And I think I only made one or two shows, if I remember. That was so long ago. I can't remember. I think I knew he was coming up. I knew Mac Dre was getting big, but I didn't actually know he was that big until I went to the show and seen it with my eyes. I'm thinking, damn, this cat really got a movement. See, a lot of people don't know this. This is facts. This is a true story. When Mac Dre did a concert in Marin, which is Tupac Shakur's neighborhood, Tupac wasn't that good at the time. Mac Dre was the guy. Mac Dre did a concert in his neighborhood and they got to tripping. And it's like one way in and one way out. But that whole crowd was screaming for Mac Dre. They wasn't screaming for Tupac. Those are from the Crest back in the day. They could bounce me. I know a lot of people ain't gonna believe that, but it's true. They was hollering for Mac Dre. They wasn't hollering for no other group. So Mac Dre came back on stage to perform. He was the hottest thing moving. Facts. And then Mac Dre was way hotter than E40. Mac Dre, he was hotter before E40 got on. Dre was the guy in the Bay Area for a minute. He was way hotter than E40. Now, a lot of people don't know that. But when he went to jail, it kind of slowed stuff out. And then when Dre got out, he had to sharpen up his tools a little bit and get it up to the speed. And then he was back on. He was just gifted like that. But a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people back in the day from the hood, they could vouch that and they remember that and they know that. Mac Dre was the guy. It wasn't E40. Dre had got on before E40 was doing their thing, but their first album was a drop or something. I forgot the name of it. And Dre was on, and E40 and them got getting wrong now. They got better later on down the line, but Mac Dre was the guy. He's going to be loved and missed, and he set a movement. And Jay Diggs, he kept pushing that line. He's doing okay. He did his thing with that. And Kilo Kurt, I ain't seen him in a long time because I'm in the Midwest. When I get back home, I want to look them guys up and tell them, man, I appreciate y'all doing y'all thing. Keep pushing it, man. Times is hard. But you got Kilo Kurt. I heard his sons and is doing it now. But they started a hell of a movement. Because I remember my neighborhood, there used to be so many girls just coming to the neighborhood trying to find out where Mac Dre was. Mac Dre was the Whopper Room crew. They used to hang out. They street was Leonard Street. As soon as you hit Mark Street, depends on which way you come. You come up from Griffin and you hit Leonard Street, you have to make a left. And that was their spot. You're going to have to make a right, hit Mark, and then a left. And then you see Mac Dre and all of them, a whole bunch of youngsters hanging out. They was doing their thing. They wasn't no joke. Mac Dre went to prison. It kind of changed a lot of things. But it was going to take him a minute to figure out he was just gifted like that. And then I used to mess with Mac Mom's cousin, which is Sean, to stay right on Gateway. I remember driving over there on Gateway, parking my Chevy in front of the house. And I see Mac Mall. He was like, I said, what's up, Mall? Oh, man, I'm practicing this rap. He used to rap. He was just writing it on a piece of paper in the garage. I said, how about I see all the youngsters doing it? And then he blew up. Mac Mall blew up. I didn't realize how good he was. And I heard him. I said, damn, he got some too. And then, PSD was raw. One thing I like about PSD raps was so different. He rapped like no other body. He had his own lane. He was so raw. I hated that they had that falling out. He did something he probably shouldn't have did. I already want to speak on all that. But it kind of messed stuff up, But that's the way, when you make your bed up, you gotta lay in there. That's the way it goes. Mhm. But I had a good time at the time, Dre started the movement. It's a shame that he just left so early like that. Dre had a shot to sign with Dr. Dre. But I don't know exactly what happened with that. I think what this is what I'm hearing. I don't know for sure. They were saying, I don't know exactly what happened in the street, but they were saying Dre wanted to take all his niggas with him. And Dr. Dre didn't want to sign all of them. He just wanted Dre. But Dre was a youngster in his hood. They've been together, and I get it. He should have signed if it was possible for him to do. He should have signed with Dr. Dre and got that going, and then came back. It ain't leaving them. You just, you're gonna get on, boost your stuff up, and then come on back and snatch your niggas up. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's respectful. But they all been together so long, they all want to be together. And it's a beautiful thing, and nothing wrong with that. That can kind of hold you back to a certain degree if you don't approach it the right way. So yeah, I want you guys to make sure y'all subscribe to my channel. And I don't know what day is coming up, but I'm finna do the cook-off. I want to do it tomorrow. I'm gonna try tomorrow. The next day, I want to do the cooking show. I think I'm gonna go with the shrimp fried rice. I'm gonna show you how to make the best shrimp fried rice on the planet from scratch. I think I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Subscribe to my channel. Peace, and I'm gone. Holla. J. Juelz.